Understanding ASTM E1886 and ASTM E1996 test standards. Welcome to Building Knowledge 101. In this video, we look at how the American Society for Testing of Materials, ASTM, test standards in building construction related to matters including wind-borne debris in hurricane-prone zones.
ASTM E1886 and E1996 are very similar standards. They talk about large and missile impact testing and then cycle testing of air pressure. So let me give you an illustration of how this is used. ASTM E1886 and 1996 are testing standards that describe large and small missile impact testing. So start with large missile is from the grade up to 30 feet. It's a 2x4 fired at 50 feet per second at the material. So all systems that are going to be used from grade up to 30 feet have to have been tested with a large missile impact. And then from 30 feet up above grade up to 60, small missile impacting is required. And this is small steel balls that are fired at the elevation, replicating roof ravel, flying off from one building to the next. Now, the code says small missile from 30 feet up to 60, but in most cases, people are using that from 30 feet all the way up. So after it's been impact tested, then ASTM requires 4,500 cycles of positive and negative pressure on the elevation. Again, it's been impact tested. Now you're going to do air pressure cycling to make sure the system still passes. So here's an example of a mock-up that's prepared and ready for a large missile impact test. If you look closely on the glass, you can see where there's circles and little plus marks in the center. So that's where the missile is going to be aimed. The test is very specific about where it has to be impacted during the test procedure. So now we can see our 2x4 being launched and flying at the test elevation. We've impacted it once now, broken the glass. Now we're completing the test, hitting it 3 other times. So now you can see the finished test specimen has been impacted 4 times in the location prescribed by the test standard. Now at this point, the system goes and does the air cycle testing to make sure that the integrity of the elevation is maintained. Now notice the glass is broken, but it's still in the frames. In impact applications, you're going to be using laminate glass. We're going to look at this a little bit later on, but your inboard light is going to be laminate, so that even though the outside breaks and shatters, your laminate glass is going to maintain the barrier, maintain the integrity of the building envelope by keeping the glass, even broken, in place and maintaining the integrity of the elevation. Here's what a small missile impact looks like. You can see steel pellets or balls fired at the elevation. The glass is broken, but the laminate glass holds it in place. So on the left is your large missile impact test, and on the right is the small missile impact test. That is all we have time for in this video. If you'd like to watch more of our 101 video series, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Kawneer Company, Inc.